Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy Henry Heck, back at it again. Episode 21 of GGR.podcast. It's a good day. It's starting out succulente. I got a haircut appointment. Got to get this mop chopped, as some would say. But that aside, gaming has been fun as per usual. Let's jump right on into it with what I've been playing. And what I've been playing is, first and foremost, Halo. Oh yes, the remake hath come out, and the boys and I have been deep off in it. We had finished the prequel missions. You know, they added a good chunk of content to the game with those missions. It took us about, I want to say, like an hour and a half, something along those lines. We pumped that difficulty up a bit, and we had a grand old time. You know, they got sprint in this one, which is cool. It's kind of sucks that they don't also have the dual wielding in there, because you'll say, oh well, it wasn't in that game. Well, fucking sprint wasn't. You get what I mean? It wasn't, but it's in here. You know, and the big homie with 777GP had spoke to, he don't feel as though he's jumping as high. And you know, looking at it on screen, he still jumping pretty high, to be honest with you. You jumping a full character height high, pretty much. But it does feel as though you don't get as much air. But that aside, it's been cool. It's been cool visually. It looks beautiful. The performance issues that we have been come across was some frame droppage when the particle effects are in full effect. You know, they should have taken a lesson or two from Housemarque, on the count of Housemarque are the kangs of this shit. They are the kangs of particle effects as far as this generation. You know, we seen Square try their hand at the particle effect. You know, they made some questionable decisions with 16. So, you know, you gotta take them up out of there. But when Housemarque stepped on the scene was the particle effects. Performance don't take a hit. And it was quite a few missions we come across where it's hectic on screen with a lot of energy beams and phasing cannons or whatever type of weaponry that the Covenant like to use. The energy-based weaponry, explosions, etc. You gonna get a little stop motion action. It's gonna be looking like South of Midlightness in this motherfucker. You get what I mean? So hopefully they can get that ironed out, get that figured on out, and then it'll be a damn near flawless experience. And we got to speaking to RPG 88 gonna ask for this last mission. It's gonna be a situation, and I had to reach back into my memory banks, and you know what? He gonna be right. If these frame issues aren't ironed on out, he gonna be right. But it's been a good time. We played early. Originally, I was just gonna get the regular, but they wanted to go ahead and hop on in there, so we pounced on that $70 version, and then we proceeded to get busy. You know, we were probably about 5 or so hours in. I want to say maybe 5 hours in. And it's been fun. It's been fun playing card with the boys. We even tried the third person perspective. It's cool. I mean, it's some kind of, I don't want to say animation inconsistencies, but you could tell this is really designed to be a first person experience, and they just threw that in there as a little sprinkle on top of the ice cream right there. I will jump back in and play it third person, but as far as playing with the boys, we rocking out with the first person's perspective. Got some skins going on in true live service fashion. Got some skins. True live service fashion, like the multiplayer PvP aspect, as it were. I am of the belief that by Christmas, that PvP gonna be it. That's my belief. Ain't nobody told me this. Ain't nobody, siding with me on this. This is just what I'm putting out into the earth, into the atmosphere. That we gonna be getting our PvP on. Cause I don't know. It just feel right. You got this popping. You got this percolating. I think they still doing some tests behind the scenes, and they want to release it flawlessly and have some good things going on. Or they could not be. You know what I mean? They could not be. You know what I mean? They're just going Xbox as a company is just gonna let Call of Duty rock. They're gonna let the E-Day multiplayer rock, and they're gonna be that. But, you know, I believe they're gonna drop their opponents. I'm hoping. I got high hopes. And I could be being left out in the cold. I could be getting left out in the cold. It is what it is. But I think it'll just add more to that replayability. Because that's what you get. When you get some good replayability with the Halo game. Will Trips of JP has spoke to this about the replayability of these games. And I think that would do nothing but help them. You know, they already got it made. They presented this as quote unquote practice with the Unreal Engine. So hey, go ahead, throw that multiplayer out here for practice, so we can, you know, get our arena shooter on. Cause that's the type of multiplayer PvP I like. I like arena shooters. I do all the other stuff, but that's what I like. I like 4v4, 6v6, 8v8, 12v12. You know, little capture flag, little death match, team death match, maybe a little bit of kill confirmed, definitely some kill confirmed, and come on, let us rock out, cause I don't know, man, cause even with all the skins and stuff, bro, like, yeah, it's cool, you and your homies, y'all, okay, we got fits, but let us bust these skins out on these goddamn PvP. Let us do that. Let us get busy in that manner. Let us, you know what I mean, get some, you know. Sure, we ain't got the dual wield, and I wish we had the dual wield, because the dual wield is effing cool. You know, you got your plasma pistol in one hand, and you got your magnum in the other hand. You charge that, shoo, bust that shield down, come through with that magnum, clean it up properly. You know, I think it'll be an excellent time. But I've also been playing some Dishonored. Boys and girls, and it's been cool. I don't know why I even put it on. I had the urge to put it on, and I just been playing it. And you know, I had not played the games before, and I was thinking that it's just strictly stealth, which I don't mind. I fuck with stealth. But then I'm in here playing, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's more to it. It would behoove you to stealth it out, but you don't got to stealth it out. And you got a nice assortment of powers in there. My favorite power so far is we can summon a swarm of rats. Come on, man. I'm peeking around the corner. They out here, 2 guards around the corner out here fucking around, you know, just talking some shit. You know, I summoned forth a swarm of them rodents. Get to biting on them ankles. Get to eating on them ankles. You know, you hear them hollering and they trying to, you know, get them off of them. And right when they about to dissipate, I summon another one. So another swarm. Yeah, rat on rat, baby. On your ass. And it's cool. Cool game. Real cool game. You got like a force push on that joint. You get me? You got like a mind control situation. Oh man, you got a blink, and then the melee combat. You go, you know, you got your block, you got your parry, and you got your. I wish you had like a charged heavy swing. I wish you had one of them, but you don't. It is what it is. And then on your left hand, that's where you're using your powers, or if you got like if you got a ranged weapon, you got pistols, you got crossbow is dope, and you can shoot sleep darts, you can shoot incendiary, you can shoot, man, there's some cool stuff you can do on that joint. You know, you do your sneak attacks, you can either kill them or put them to sleep. Doing good time. The art style is super interesting. Sure, it is a little dated, but it's got an art style where, you know, it's cartoon, it's artistic. You know what I mean? It's artistic. It ain't on the realism situation, though it does lean into some, you know, more realistic character visuals. It still got a good cartoony, artistic type of vibe to it, and that's how I like my games a little bit. You know, a lot of people photorealism, you know what I'm saying? I think where we at now with photorealism, I'm cool. And then, you know what I'm saying, we put the artistic on there with the the kind of exaggerated proportion. You know, the art style kind of remind me of No Rest for the Wicked, like a more realistic version of No Rest for the Wicked. You know, and it's got that kind of storybook kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but I fuck with it. And rest assured, after I knock this joint out, I will be busting down the second. Oh yes, sir, Bob. Because to my honest, I don't think they're super long games, but I will be busting them down. You know, and the pistol is kind of like a. I don't even think it's like a regular. I think it's more like a pistol blunderbuss type of situation. Because you shoot that thing, oof, they out of there. They are out of there, boy. And I'm with it. And thirdly, because we was off on vacation, we was down there in the Florida in the PCB, and Trials Cold Steel 2. Chipping away at that on the Vita, and man, it's like I'm playing it and I'm going through the towns and whatnot, and I'm looking at the architecture. I'm like, man, I wonder how long it take, because it's not like super detailed stuff. It's not like you can go into every building, you know, because you can't. And it's not that many. I won't say you can't. I'm just saying it's just not that many. You got your storefronts, and you maybe have one or two homes you can go into, you know. And the layout is pretty simplistic. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, how do they go about deciding which buildings, not which building, but which homes you're gonna go into, like the layout of them, the characters they're gonna put in there. And I found myself just curious to, you know, the decisions they go about when they're like creating that, I don't want to say the open world, but creating the world that you're in. And I think it's cool. Obviously, it's dated. You know what I mean? It's an old game. It's a JRPG. Well, Japanese RPG. And I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool. And combat is this is probably one of the more complex combat systems. Mind you, only turn-based games I played the original 7, Legend of Dragoon. It's another turn-based game I played. I don't remember the name of it, but it was also a Japanese RPG. I foot dipped in Disgaea, which I do plan on getting back to. The creator of Disgaea actually had some words to say earlier this week as far as physical. So I get to that in a bit. But what other turn-based joint had I played? Obviously, Trials Cold Steel, not original, but Trials Cold Steel 1. I had beat that last year. But it's saying obviously it's on par. They added like a couple new things. The overdrive, I think the overdrive joint. And I could be just mixing all this stuff together. I've been playing a few different genres, and also I've been playing the Metabots mobile game. It's like a Vampire Survivor type, which I usually don't care for, but fuck, I've been wanting a Metabot game. This is the Metabot game we got, so I'm in there. You know what I mean? I'm a Metabot fan. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was Pikachu, and I'm like, not Metabeat, brother. Metabeat. And back in those times during the cartoons, there was a lot of anime where you had a character and the character had like a side, like Zatch Bell. I don't know if you remember Zatch Bell, but that was another good one. I had actually played and ran through the story of that fighting game 3-4 years ago. Yeah, I think about 3-4 years ago, they had a fighting game on Game Boy Advance. And that was cool. That was decent. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like too crazy, but super quick game. You probably get through that joint like an hour. But cool fighting game, had some interesting mechanics to it. And yeah, that's about it though. That's about it. That's what I've been on. So, you know, I've been hopping on to that Metabots game, doing my dailies and trying to knock out a mission or two over there. It's cool. Is it great? No. Like, if you got like 5 minutes or something, or, you know, you go to a restaurant and they ain't really got your table ready, you go ahead and pull that joint out and knock that. That's one good thing about mobile games, man. A lot of people, and I'll always be a spokesperson for mobile games. You know, DC releasing the fighter with I don't want to say Injustice style, but it's kind of like that. The art style is way different though, way different. It's more of like what was the versus WB versus multiverses? That's what it was called. It's kind of like that art style, except it's I want to say it's a one-on-one fighting game. It might be a tag though. I'm not sure. They kind of put that trailer out for that, and it's mobile and of course PC. Because on PC you're gonna be able to emulate or activate your Google Play on your PC and bust that down. And I'm like, whoa, these people, they said, nah, we not gone. And it's crazy. Fighting game fans are eating though. They've been eating for like the last 2-3 years, to be honest with you. They got the Avatar game that released this week, Tokon beta popping this weekend, and I'm gonna definitely get off into that as soon as I get my haircut and get back to this house. Now I gotta run to the bank, but as soon as I do all that, I'm coming back to the house. I'm hopping in the lab, and I'm getting my Penny Parker action on, getting some Wolverine in there, and I don't know who else I'm gonna pick, but so far I might throw some Ghost Rider in there, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I think I'm gonna put some Iron Man off in that thing too. Hopefully, because they already announced the first DLC character, and it's freaking Phoenix Force Cyclops brothers. Come on, they bruh. I'm gonna go ahead. They are not missing when it comes to the character. I hadn't seen a dub yet, because some people may say, "Oh, well, Penny Parker's." Did you see her trailer? Hidden. And it's gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be probably some more of the hardcore fighting game people. You know, they gonna have what they got to say about the auto combos, but they fucking fun. The auto combos are fucking fun. It make you feel like you're doing something. I mean, maybe they do some balancing as far as damage and all this kind of stuff that you able to do with an auto combo. So people, if you got two individuals who just auto combo it up, fuck. Auto comboing it up, they'll still be a grand old time, and it look like they doing something. The shit look flashy and it look cool. But also the more technical individuals can still do their thing, build their own combos and build off of that. It's just the conflict comes in when you got somebody who's competent. They get kind of annoyed with people. I don't even want to say abusing the auto combos, because you can't. The bitches is in there. They put them in there for a reason, you know. And I feel like if you are a competent player and you coming up against somebody who's auto comboing it up, you ought to be able to get around it pretty easily. But I can see how somebody would say they ain't having to work as hard to do you don't really have to, because you can just auto combo it up too. Join the dark side, brother. You know. So if you come against somebody, you see, all right, they abusing the auto combos. Say, hey, find fire with fire, brother. Let's auto combat it up. Auto combat is crazy. I don't know why it's in my mind. Auto combo it up. You know? So I'm gonna be up in there lab and get my joint in. Only thing that's kind of annoying, I don't even want to say annoying me. Only thing that I wish though was they had a freaking date locked down for this freaking fight stick. Because I want to get the fight stick. I want to learn the fight stick with this game in particular. And I don't know what the freak going on. Like, you had the freaking pre-orders out, getting busy with the pre-orders, then it's like a production. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't have none over here? You don't have a facility over here putting these games? You should know by now. You should know by now with all the shit going on. You should know by now. You shouldn't even put no fucking pre-orders up unless you had a few thousand all over here already, bro. What's going on? And I don't know what's going on. I'm just talking mess. I'm just speculating, talking mess. But it's like, bro, what's going on? I don't understand it, man. Like, what's happening? All you haters, get at me, cause I hear you and I'm watching. You see, like, what's happening? I mean, and folks been on PlayStation Neck since the day it was said. We'll call it that. The day it was said. Even currently, you know, you had a PlayStation outage. You had something going on PlayStation Network. Something. You know, was everybody affected? Apparently not. Did my games media do their due diligence? Obviously not. So you don't really got no real answer. So at best, it was inconsistent. the service was inconsistent, and some people were without access, and some people, were business as usual. And there's no real answer as to how long it was down, where it was down, all kind of stuff. Which, if it's a quick situation where in some remote parts of wherever it was at and it happened, it's like I have Verizon, right? And where I live, sometimes you ain't got no service, and sometimes that joint go. I remember one time that bitch went out for like 5-6 hours. Verizon ain't say shit. They didn't say a word. And we kind of subject to it, because down here where I live, like, what else you gonna get? You getting the best of the worst, And to be fair, for the most part, 90% of the time is you good to go. But I don't even have freaking cell service at my house, bro. Like, if we didn't have Wi-Fi at my house, we are out the door. I gotta hop in my truck, drive all the way out the neighborhood, and it's like with a sign for the subdivision, I gotta park right there in order to get my service back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta cut my mobile. Look, forget it's early. You feel me? I'm tripping over my tongue over here. But cut my mobile data off, put it back on, sit there for a few seconds, and then it'll kick in. And I can make my phone calls, etc. Verizon don't always speak when you're out of service. I had Spectrum. And, bro, I would have outages 2-3 times a month. Literally 2-3 times a month. My net gone. Some stuff I couldn't speak to because people was like, oh, I can't access and play my games. Alright, we was putting a little extra, people were putting a little bit of extra seasoning on the situation. And I mind my business. Because at this point, if somebody want to whoop PlayStation ass, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not finna jump in every conversation and try to, what extra? Nah, it is what it is. They could have, hey, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Even though some stuff out there that ain't necessarily true. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily playing out in which the way, because I've been without net plenty of times with digital games. I've been without net. I ain't gonna take it's. I've been without net with digital games over 50 times. Over 50 times, maybe even at least 100 times. I was still gaming. I was still playing some games. This very last time when it was out for like a damn near whole weekend, the big homie Will Strips at JP was pissed off. Epic crash out. Epic. That brother that had the most epic of crash outs. Still, the Metaphor Refantasio stream was like top. You're not gonna beat that one. That's a classic right there. That's a certified hood classic over there. And I was playing Ender Magnolia. Y'all playing Ender Magnolia, had a grand no time. Bean bosses and shit. I was still in the game, still participating, still get my game on. Grand old time. And you got people, and a lot of people think, the more voices, the better. And it don't matter what they saying. It don't matter if what they saying is true. We need people just beating up on PlayStation. While I get the sentiment, you do want a lot of voices out here yelling into the void. But at the same time, man, it just, when I see people just being dishonest about it and, just saying stuff that ain't true and misrepresenting, and I'm not saying nothing, but I'm like, man, come on now, we can do better than that. Because I feel like going about it the honest, accurate way, it's just, I don't know, it makes it a better situation to put Sony's back against the wall, and because they can't wiggle out of it. When you hit them with accurate, cold, hard facts, though they aren't replying, it makes your argumentation a lot stronger when it's cold, hard facts that can't nobody refute. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of stuff and I'm like, well, because a lot of this stuff you can do that. And but you don't want to, because then it'll, and it's annoying that it's a situation where people can't just keep it all the way true with the shit. Well, folks, fuck them. I get, well, fuck them. But when you out here speaking about it, it makes people less likely to hop on board with you when you misrepresenting shit. When he not being honest. Because then it comes off, oh shit, this motherfucker just doing this shit for the clicks. This motherfucker just doing this shit for attention. I seen an individual, Tokan, because like I'm excited for Tokan. I'm getting that bitch day one. I'm playing. I'm having grand old time. And I see an individual underneath there. Nope, not interested. Maybe if you walk back your decision and this, that, and third. And then so I'm like, okay, this person like, fuck, okay, cool. You a physical game when you this how you feel, this how you feel. Excellent. Cool. But then you go to the motherfucker page, motherfucker been streaming Dench Attack. You see what I'm saying? Day 3 of I'm like, mother, what are you, this is digital. This is digital. Like, shit don't be adding up. Cause it's like, if you like, nope, not interested in games unless they get a physical, which Tokan is getting a fucking physical. It's getting it. Wolverine is getting the physical. God War Lao Fei is getting it. Is it Lao Fei or Lao Fei? Well, it might be Lao Fei, because if it was Lao Fei, that's on some ancient Chinese secret shit. Lao Fei. Crouching tiger hitting goddamn dragon. Yes, sir, rebar. Floating across the screen with the magic sword that do the whistling noise when you swing it. You know? But I'm like, alright, bro. Y'all got it. Y'all got the spirit. You got folk like Rhino Bouncer just jumping out the window, getting amazed. He killing it. As far as content creation on X, like that's the blueprint for video game content creation on X. Don't post no gameplay. You ain't ever seen this motherfucker with no control on in his hand. Then you go to his YouTube page, right? He don't upload or do nothing over there. You know. And then even then it was just like trailer breakdown type stuff. Which is cool. I fuck with trailer breakdowns. That type of shit is cool. But I didn't know about him at the time when he was doing that. And plus he don't do that no more. He just do the freaking Genki, Okami, those type of accounts where they just commentate on kind of what's happening right now, and they don't necessarily actively participate in actually the playing of the game. You know what I'm saying? The playing and ordering of the game. He done made away with this nobody. He going crazy, going absolute crazy. And I seen one post, he made a post talking about something. I think it was the Sony PlayStation patent. I said, nah, I commented on that shit. I'm like, nah, we don't care about this, bro. You better, get back to what you were doing. No diss, no buy. If it ain't no diss, no buy, you don't need between. You see what I'm saying? And no, obviously he didn't reply. Obviously he may not even seen that. Because a lot of these folks, they just say it and they get their stuff off and then they move on to the next thing. And they just let the comment section kind of keep that post alive. They don't really engage in the comments much. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause some people, that's another way how some people have kind of figured out how to tell if people really actually care about what's going on, about how active they are inside the comments and engaging with people in them comments instead of just moving on to the next post. So, like, how you say success leave clues, right? So if you want to make that type of gaming channel, right here, that's the blueprint. Rhino freaking Bouncer. And there's some other ones that he's just the one that I've seen pop up. Like, if you go to that For You and you got game as an interest, that motherfucker on there. That motherfucker is on there. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how much X pays, but he probably getting a fucking maximum as far as video content, a video game topic is concerned. He probably getting the most you can get because he active out here. That's some persistence right there. What's the word? Consistency. I'm gonna tell you, boy, he is out here getting busy. And there's a couple of other channels. You got like people like PO who jumped off in there. You got people like MBG. MBG been kind of killing on X and YouTube. He eating on both ends. I'm not sure if PO got a YouTube channel, but like this whole no diss no buy situation has been a real catalyst for a lot of accounts. And shout out to him, more power to him. It goes to show people on the internet are highly engaged with this topic for the I won't even say for the good or the bad, but for the because it's not even about being accurate with the situation. It's as far as engagement wise, you know, as far as forming engagement, this is the topic to be popping. And it's surprising how long it went on. I thought it wouldn't last past the weekend, but this well into this about to be the third weekend, and people are still doing crazy numbers as far as the comings and the goings. You know, we had Alana Pierce speak to it and say some obvious truths as far as, you know, Sony, PlayStation's, I don't want to say, I guess you call them battle plans as far as releasing this information and you know, having certain people that work for the company, hey, you keep your fucking mouth closed. We gonna put this out and you better not say a fucking word. Which we've all had experience with that in some form or fashion with jobs. That's how I go. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get information and you ain't supposed to say shit. Well, a lot of times when you work for a company, you have certain information that probably wouldn't be the best idea to, you know, put out there into the world. And you know, people are looking at it and kind of like, oh, well, I can't believe it. It's like regular shit though. You know what I mean? It's like regular shit. Like when certain decisions are made in the company, obviously it would behoove you, even if they didn't say nothing, it would behoove you to keep your fucking mouth closed. You know, it's a thing going on the internet now where a lot of people on TikTok, right, they'll be filming videos at work or saying certain shit going on at the job, and then the job will come across the shit and they ass be fired, and then they pissing them on and they complaining. It's everybody else's fault they got fired, but they don't. It's never any onus putting on. Like, bitch, you at the job filming a TikTok talking shit about the job you at. Obviously they gonna fire you. Obviously. These days, like if you got a company and you don't run through the fucking social media of your employee, you a fool. They are definitely running through that social media. They sweeping. And if you on there being racist, if you on there talking shit about Tim in accounting, if you on there being a detriment to the culture of the company, you fucking gone. Cause that's a huge part of, you know what I'm saying? Cause you can be qualified and know what the fuck you doing, but if you're not a good cultural fit for the fucking job, you out of there. I don't give a fuck how many hours you willing to put in and the work you willing to do. If you being a rub majority of the other people the wrong way, or you make the company look bad, you can be an all-star. But if you on fucking TikTok complaining about how they do this, you gone. You gone. And then too, a lot of these companies, cause get video game industry, that's a tech company. Mere years ago, we seen all these people, just got to the job, finna get my capital. They was doing all this fucking behind the scene bullshit. Then a lot of folks got to see that these motherfuckers ain't really doing shit. No wonder projects are taking so long. Then Elon Musk got up in Twitter and got he got majority of them bitches up out of there. People swore up and down X was gonna crash and burn, and it was gonna be it, and here we are today on this bitch, still complaining as we were before. You know, but you work for a company, certain decisions get made. Obviously, you can't speak to it. You know, it just is what it is. It's part of the job. You know, and you know, people are acting like it's this nefarious situation. Like, bro, if they finna make a controversial decision and a controversial announcement, what you think you're gonna be? You think you, who work for, you an animator at freaking Santa Monica, you gonna be able to talk somebody through the decision? No, you not. Cause now, number one, you probably don't even know everything that's fucking going on. You're an animator, bro. We like to put individuals who just do the day-to-day at the studio as if they got the same information as the people who, you know, making the big bucks and signing the checks. And that's not always true. We see this and we know this for the simple fact that a lot of these people get laid off. They found out that day. That's one of the biggest probably announcements that comes after a layoff. They didn't even know. They just found out. They found out when we found out. You know what I mean? So it's not even that. Like, work protocol aside, they don't even know. They probably couldn't tell you what led to this happening this soon, or what led to this happening 2028. They probably thought, well, apparently they did think, you know what I mean, it wasn't gonna happen yet. We're seeing reports of certain partners being surprised by this decision. So when you it's nothing you can really add to the conversation if you don't know what's going on. You know, a lot of people would like for the developers to speak in solidarity. You know, I personally believe a lot of these other people ain't speaking because they this is what they want. That's my belief. Ubisoft already came out and said, yep. But we knew this because they don't need, you gotta have online activated to even download not download the game, but download the game. And guess what? You be playing the fucking Ubisoft game even after it's been installed. Soon that joint disconnect to the front of the internet, it's gonna tell you. It's gonna fucking tell you. Cause it's on there. It's keeping track of all this. And it could be for Uconnect, which is cool, and it is some benefits. You unlock a lot of cool stuff with it. It's cool. You know, I use fuck how Uconnect. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I put a Ubisoft game in, I make sure that bitch connected to, because it keep track of me and give me points, and I can unlock more skins. I can unlock certain stuff. You know, they good about cross-pollinating with games and content. So if you play the Division and you playing Odyssey, you might get a skin. I think I got in Assassin's Creed Origins, I want to say, I got a Warden skin from For Honor, because I played For Honor. In Division 2, I got what's that freaking, I got a Rainbow Six Siege skin on there. And stuff like that cool, especially when you a publisher that size and you got a bunch of different games in different genres, and you get certain cool shit for unlocking. I mean, not unlocking, but for playing that other shit. I think that shit cool. And shout out to Ubisoft too. Supposedly we getting a Ghost Recon announcement, brothers. Ghost Recon Wildlands, perhaps, which I would not be mad at. I didn't play Wildlands, but from the moving and shaking like Kevin Bacon, people speak to Wildlands as being better than Breakpoint, and I'm like, dude, I'm with it, because I had a damn good time in Breakpoint. Damn good time. And then even checked out that no gear score mode. Forget about it. I think moving forward, even with the Division, because they brought the realism mode back to Division, and so I've been working through that. You get I forget what you get if you complete the campaign. Well, it's not even the full campaign. If you complete the New York DLC in the realism mode, you get something. I forget what it is, but I think moving forward they're going to start including these alternate modes, because people are like, oh man, they're not going realism. Man, when they put that realism mode out, people get active. I think you might have to beat the campaign like as regularly in order to unlock it, but I think they're throwing that shit in there. As soon as you boot that game up, you're gonna be able to choose between the usual shit and the realism shit, and that's where they're gonna have two different separate servers for both of them bitches, and that's where you're gonna exist at in Division 3. I think so, because they've been doing this where even with Assassin's Creed, you got Cannon mode, and then you got the whatever mode. So I think this is gonna be, moving forward, that's how they're gonna keep people involved, so you get to choose how you play. And I think it's cool. The people who want to play with the RPG shit popping, which I don't mind, I like that, but the realism shit, make it fresh. You see what I'm saying? It make it fresh. And some people do speak to being annoyed with, the bullet sponginess of the RPG, which, if your build is proper, if you got the right shit popping, they're not as bullet sponge. But it's cool, like, you out there, you take more damage, sure, but you also a headshot is headshot, which in the military shooter, you can't argue with it. So hopefully we get this announcement. They did have a day set for the announcement of the Ghost Recon stuff, and so I'm looking forward to that. I will be checking that up, scooping that up, man, because where it is, Resync blew shit out the water for them, performed way better than what they thought. And so, with the way people speak about Wildlands, another rendition of it, shooter out there in the brush, co-op, little multiplayer, you know what I mean? I think they're taking the right steps, and it feels like each of these different houses is going to kind of bring back one of the heavy hitters or bring back one of the more successful joints as a remake, and then that's how they getting their feet wet and get their footing and kind of win back some of the player base and start off with something solid. Start off with something that people was waiting for and itching for. And I think that's cool. I'm with them. And then they springboard off that remake into something like the next avenue of that franchise. I think that's succulent. I think that's a good idea for them. Because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, especially, seeing that's another thing why it's good for like these remakes, remasters. Sometimes you got folks who, for whatever reason, wasn't there. For whatever reason, didn't participate, and people say, well, just go back and play it. Bro, if I ain't got to, if I can come back and play this shit, update it to the current shit, I'm gonna do that. Why wouldn't I do that? Oh, we didn't need this because don't buy it. I'm participating because I didn't play it, and now I get to play it, bro. And I get to play it. It's a more shit to play. Because even though you got people, because it's like on Reddit, bro, you got people still playing this fucking bitch. Obviously, they're gonna be on it they're gonna hop on the new shit. Because they still play, man, motherfuckers still running the raids and shit on Breakpoint. To this day. I just picked up the game. You see that like every couple of days, just picked up the game. Or I'm interested in either Wildlands or Breakpoint. I can only get one, which you know what I mean? That's them kind of conversations still being going on. Not still being going on, but still being had. And I ain't mad at it. I'm with it. I'm actually with it. It's cool to me. And as far as like expanding the franchise, back to kind of the physical stuff, we had the creator of Dishonored speak up, because a lot of people spoke to, smaller developers speaking up, which cool, I guess, but you really need somebody big speaking up on your behalf. And then we had Ubisoft speak up, and we seen what they said, and we knew what they were gonna say. But the creator of Dishonored spoke to and had some words to say, if you're getting rid of the physical, you might as well get rid of the console. Why not just play the game on the TV? And I feel like that was kind of like an emotional kind of statement, because what you mean, it's it's like obvious reasons why it wouldn't just be on the TV. Obvious reasons. But it just goes to show that some people inside of the industry are truly upset about it. You know what I mean? Now, is Dishonored this huge thing? No. I mean, I think it's like 8 games, and I think as total, those 8 games have only topped like 5 million or something like that. It's not like a huge number, but it is a known franchise that's been around for a long time. They even got a game coming out. It's kind of going like a Dynasty Warrior style beat 'em up. Dishonored Mayhem, I think. And the art style is cool as fuck in the game. Music is cool. They're usually like a tactical RPG type of jump, like Final Fantasy Tactics, like that. I only played Dishonored 2. I think. Was it Dishonored 2? It was 1 or 2. And I only got a couple of hours into it. But at that time when I played it, I was playing another RPG. And I'm not mixing and matching RPG. It's just that my brain ain't big enough for all that. You know what I mean? And I always said that I was going to get back to it. And I am going to get back to it. But I can see how a lot of people would overlook what he's saying. He went on to speak to it like, how he bet the people that made this decision had never been at like a con or a group event where somebody walked up to you and asked you to sign the game. And it's time, you know what I'm saying? So he's speaking to some emotional experiences that he had, and that's probably real, but that's probably powerful as fuck. Like, you work 4 or 5, I don't know how long it takes to make a Dishonored game, but you work 4 or 5 years on the game. You out here politicking with the people, meeting the fans and stuff, and somebody run up to you, hey, sign my... That's probably some powerful shit. That's probably some powerful shit. Cause man, when somebody, my brother and I are doing something, and then some people, well, thank you, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Y'all did some excellent work. That's powerful. Now imagine you was working on something for that amount of time, and somebody bring it to you and ask you to sign that bitch and all type of shit. You taking photos, and it's the whole venue is full of that kind of energy, and you can probably get high off that type of shit. But like, I get him, and it is somebody from a notable franchise speaking to the death of physical. But then people like, bro, ain't nobody studying you. Ain't nobody outside of Japan, ain't nobody studying you. You know what I mean? So, that while that's good, you probably need some more people to come out and build on that. Now if Capcom had to say something, we know they won't, because they pushing way more in the PC, and ain't no fucking physicals over there. So obviously Capcom with the motion. Obviously Square with the motion. We see how they moving. Ain't no upgrade paths on they Switch 2 shit. you gotta buy that bitch a game. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these big publishers, they even if they don't say that in certain, like Square ain't said a fucking word, but what they've shown through the upgrade paths is they want that fucking shmoney. So whatever gonna get them the most money, that's where they rock. Capcom, they pushing heavy in the PC. They kind of betting heavy on PC. Ain't no physicals there. You know what I mean? So obviously they gonna be for it just by, you know, just looking at the moves. And then we seen Lords of the Fallen directors. He put the breakdown in there about how much money they gonna make by being digital. He said they still gonna do a physical, but he just put the information out as to why the math makes sense from a developer standpoint to go digital. You know, about how much, you know, they make more by not going to the middleman. So I get you. Which like, bro, just all these fucking studios got a fucking website. If it's that big a fucking deal about not having to share the cut, sell the fucking game on your website. Just sell them there. All these publishers got websites. Sell your fucking games on there. Sure, alright, cool. You don't want to get Walmart no money. Cool, you don't want to get Best Buy no money. Cool, you don't want to get Target no money. Okay, cool, whatever. I still don't think that's a big enough reason to, you know what I mean? You take all these fucking, y'all out here pussy popping on the handstand by fucking pre-orders and wish lists and shit. Well, however much you pre-order, print that many, maybe $1,000 over, not $1,000 over, but 1,000 copies more than what the pre-order came in. And keep it like that. And maybe do a reprint twice a year or some shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, all these reasons why, it's like I get it, but it's still another way. You see what I mean? Boom. Throw the booklets back in there. You making all this extra shit anyway, like fucking friendship bracelets and all this other fuck shit. Put the books back in that bitch. Put the disc in that bitch. Collector's edition. Call it a fucking evening. You charging fucking $250, $300 for these bitches anyway, and not putting no fucking disc in there. Just rock out like that. Then let that be physical. Because the folks who collecting the fucking physicals, they gonna be the folks who want all the extra bullshit anyway. And it's not like you spending a ton of money on these weak ass statues you putting out. These statues be fucking weak. Weak. Undetailed than a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Paint job be ass. They put all the entry level motherfuckers on these motherfuckers, bro. And they want to tax you $250. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of this bitch. But and that's all I got for you right now. It's not gonna be a super long one today. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Drop a like, drop a comment, participate down in the chat. Catch me every Tuesday on Will 777JP channel with the big homie RPG88. Just playing live stream. Like I said, right now we playing Halo. We probably gonna, to be honest, we probably gonna be finished with that bitch by the time that Tuesday roll around. It is what it is. Also catch me every Saturday, you know, 11 in the Hayhem. GGO.podcast. It'll be episode 22 next week. You know. But this is it, episode 21. Catch y'all outside next one.